hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you...
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll go again with Etienne. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars 7, Colts 0. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've been terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
3rd and long for Mills. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Christian Kirk deep to return it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off the hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on the 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
On play action, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards.
Well, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mills to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. After the pick six a moment ago, here's Mills again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. To throw, Mills. Able to find his man, Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On play action, Mills. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On second down, it's Taylor. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grover Stewart getting him in for the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
2nd down, Mills. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person who's got a bit.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
50 yards on
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And some room to roam now. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence forced out to his left. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness, trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown, and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Logan Crow to kick off for the Jaguars.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 44-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They go play action with Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line.
A 28-yard gain. First down.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Rodney Thomas gets to him for the stop.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Second down, another run with Taylor. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
44-yard line.
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mills. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Etienne to start the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go, here we go. Rock it.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Jaguars.
Lawrence on the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play.
Got it.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Lawrence to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he loses the football the 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mills. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
They go play action. Mills. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Play fake. Mills. They'll roll him out right. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, here's Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident. Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Lawrence will throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 231 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Oh, with a juke. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
To Christian Kirk. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jaguars.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Jaguars 56, Colts 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Colts. Fourth down. First and 10.
First and 10, Taylor now. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Play action now, Mills. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Throwing, Mills. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
One last shot from Mills. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.